Of all the things to vote for, chat, why Spider-Man Lotus? Why? Just why? Why?
Wrong!
I am in perpetual hell. But firstly, I want to give this movie the smallest bit of credit. The opening swinging scene is kind of freaking cool. Now, does it beat any of the Tobey Maguire opening swinging shots or any of the swinging shots? Hell, does it even beat the Tom Holland one or the Andrew Garfield ones? Nah, but for a fan film, it's kind of cool. The problem is that we are immediately treated after the fact to, one, a really shitty shocker, and two, a Spider-Man that just, as you'll see here, is not funny in the slightest.
Throw in a collectible item. Courtesy of yours truly. Going once. Going twice. All right, well, suit yourselves. You know, you guys are the angriest fans I have ever met. Oh no!
What?
What are you wearing?
It's my shocker suit.
Your shocker suit. That's what you're called.
Yeah.
Wow.
I need to retire. Why the hell am I doing this? My shocker suit? Are you fucking with me? Are you kidding me right now? Then we're treated to a flashback for, Gwen Stacy, and I have to say that I watched all 2 hours of this movie again for you all, and the acting is terrible, but for a fan movie, it's okay. But the acting is god freaking awful, and we get flashbacks to Gwen Stacy, and we get to see how great of a friend she was to Peter, and all of that garbage, and we get to see how great MJ and Harry were with Peter and all that stuff, and we get all these flashbacks throughout the film to times in their lives when they were happier. I don't know, none of it hits. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's just the fact that Peter Gordon Wayne, whatever the fuck dude's name is just a straight up asshole as Peter. Like, this is y'all's dream Peter Parker. This is what y'all wanted to be, the creme de la creme of Spider-Man and Peter Parker. And then the news scene is just crazy.
Good morning, New York City. We are coming on the air with some rather unfortunate news to report that businessman and former head of Oscorp, Norman Osborn, has been confirmed dead in an abandoned warehouse near Breezy Point, New York. According to the autopsy report, it occurred around 5 a.m. this morning. Sources say they saw Spider-Man fleeing the vicinity, leaving Osborn dead on the scene with the blade wounds and several scars. The NYPD is working closely with J. Jonah Jameson, publisher of the Daily Bugle, to hold Spider-Man accountable for his trail of suspected killings. Following the deaths of Captain George Stacy, his daughter Gwen Stacy, and now the most recent victim, Norman Osborn. His son, Harry Osborn, and heir to the Oscorp empire, has gone missing. He was last seen.
The fact that this would even be entertained is crazy to me. Anyone that knows Spider-Man knows the fact that he has a no-killing rule. He purposely goes out of his way to not kill people. So anyone who's a fan would know that to be true, that he goes out of his way to not kill people.
Your Aunt May called. And Jonah. And Robbie.
What are you doing here? I'm asking you why you're here. What do you want?
I'm worried about you, Peter.
You worried about me?
Yes.
I'm trying to recall when I've ever seen you worry about anything.
Okay.
None of you get it. I don't want to talk to anyone.
Peter, don't get mad at me for trying to help.
You're not trying to help.
Yes,
I know
I
better
am.
than most. You never cared about that. Never.
Well,
So get to the point. Why are you here?
because everything's a mess, Peter. I haven't seen you in weeks. Harry is gone. Nobody wants to go out with me anymore.
What, so you came to bug me about it?
No. I came by to see if you wanted to go to a party or something.
Party.
To clear your mind.
You're a joke.
What?
I knew you couldn't handle it.
Couldn't handle what?
Not being the center of attention just for a second. The life of the party loses her spotlight and doesn't know what to do with herself.
That's not true.
It is true. You're so unaware of yourself, it's not even funny. You don't care about people like me and Gwen. She didn't live life like it was a constant game. Maybe if you took a second to think, you could have learned a thing or two from her. So leave. Hate to ruin your fun.
Fucking hell, Gavin. Do you really have to turn him into the superior Spider-Man? Is that really what your dream Peter Parker and Spider-Man is? You're just turning him into an unlikable asshole. He is literally the superior Spider-Man in a Spider-Man movie that's supposed to be faithful to the comics, faithful to everything that came before, faithful to the Stan Lee and Steve Ditko run that made Spider-Man who he was. This is supposed to be faithful and a true rendition of the character, but you quite literally shat on everything that Spider-Man is for your own fan film because you guys, what, got obsessed when you were kids with, Spider-Man 3, thinking that Spider-Man was cool because he was edgy. But you're misunderstanding the point of Spider-Man 3. You're misunderstanding the point of Bully Maguire. It's a fucking meme, and y'all can't comprehend that. Why does Green Goblin look like this? Why does he look like this? What? Look, you got hundreds of thousands of dollars. You couldn't make him look better? Like, at this point, bro, just CGI that shit. Just CGI. I appreciate the practicality. I appreciate it. But at some fucking point, you gotta just understand that if you're gonna make a movie about Spider-Man, bro, come on. And then they really tried to adapt The Kid Who Collects Spider-Man without understanding the fucking point. You know, when you have this at the end of the movie, you don't put it at the hour mark when your movie is 2 hours long. You do not do that bullshit. I don't understand it. I do not get it. Brain does not comprehend. And I think personally that my comment says it all. Because what I say is, rather, this would have been a great Batman movie, a great Daredevil movie. Giving the edge and brooding behavior to Peter Parker pre-symbiote is probably the biggest character assassination imaginable. We relate to Peter Parker because he's the dude who has godlike abilities but uses those powers to do the right thing, foregoing paying the rent or losing his job a lot of the time. You took a character who prides himself on being responsible and made him an irresponsible narcissist. It's obvious to me that you've only read a few Spider-Man comics, probably the Superior Spider-Man comics, because Peter doesn't act like this on a daily basis. I respect your attempt, but I can't respect who you made your film about, a character who saved me when I was in a dark place. I'm not saying this out of spite or malintent. I'm saying this as someone who loves Spider-Man as much as you do. This was a good try, but a swing and a miss. You'll never surpass Spider-Man 2, my friend. I'm sorry. And with that, if you want to see this, if you want to see more, subscribe to my Patreon. Fuck you, Gab.